Hey kids, it's Wednesday, it's a mic talk. You're at Song and Sword. Of course you knew that because you got here somehow. But I'm glad you're here. Invite somebody to join you on our YouTube channel, Song and Sword, or go to our website, songandsword.com. And that's the place where you can donate. That's the place you can do like thousands of other people, and you can be involved in the ministry of Song and Sword. And we will use your money to grow our church that's meeting every Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at the Chateau. We'll use that money to proclaim Jesus Christ, to raise up a next generation in the faith, kids and teenagers alike, and also encourage the saints and give us the mission that God's given us. So all kinds of cool things happening. You can go to songandsword.com and you can hit that donate button and you can give to the ministry that God's called us to. So God bless you guys. I hope that you'll join us and be a part of that today. Oh, by the way, this is a really cool story. Charlie Mead is a guy that has been with us from the very beginning. He's just a great dude. His daughter, Angie Funfar, and Luke Funfar, his son-in-law. But he was saying Sunday, Barb can't get to the services all the time. And he said, Barb was looking at those Bibles. Those are antique Bibles on either one of these bookshelves behind me. One's like 150 years old, and one's like 240 years old. And she said, I bet that those are open to Psalm 149. Barb, that's a great guess, but it wasn't true until Charlie said something to me on Sunday. So those Bibles are now open to Psalm 149, which is, of course, why we pray at 149 every day. Psalm 149 with the high praises of God in their throats and the two-edged swords in their hands. Song and Sword Church. That's who we are. So thanks, Barb, for the suggestion. Very cool. By the way, it's in Roman numerals, so kind of hard to figure out, but you can just go to 150 and turn left of Psalm, and there it is. Today we're going to be in the book of Job. Job, you remember, was a very rich man, a very prosperous man. He had family. Everything in his life was going swimmingly until Job 1 and 2. And we find out that Satan is behind the destruction of his life. His kids die. He loses all of his wealth and his riches. And then he eventually loses his health. He is in such pain, near death, and he's lost it all. And what I call the worst 2 chapters in the whole Bible, because Job reflects the pain that you and I go through. Have you ever lost a loved one? Have you ever sat in just intense pain because of maybe it's cancer, or it's a headache, it's a backache, or it's just some disease you're dealing with? Job gives us hope in this passage. In Job chapter 19, he's talking with his friends. Remember, his quote-unquote friends were not that helpful. Like a lot of well-meaning friends, they came and said, hey, here's basically what's going on. You weren't a very good man. The Lord's punishing you because you're not righteous. And Job is trying to defend himself. But in Job chapter 19, verse 23, I want to pick up these words because he's just in misery. But there's something encouraging in the midst of what he says. Job 19, 23, oh, that my words were written. Oh, that they were inscribed in a book. Oh, that with an iron pen and lead they were engraved in the rock forever. For I know that my Redeemer lives, and at the last he will stand upon the earth. And after my skin has been thus destroyed, yet in my flesh I shall see God, whom I shall see for myself, and my eyes shall behold, and not another. My heart faints within me. Job is declaring his hope in God. We're going to get back to that. I know that my Redeemer lives in just a moment. Did you catch one of the cool things he says? Oh, that with an iron pen and a lead they would engrave in rock forever. He wants his story to be told. And that was the old chisel in a rock, and you make like letters, and they would pour lead in there to make it stand out. And he's saying, I want this story to be told. I want my story to be told because I'm in pain, and I have suffered beyond what I can describe. Can you relate to that? Maybe today you've gone through some pain. Maybe in the recent months or this last year it's been hard. And you can relate to Job. But here's the word of encouragement that I want to give you today. Job says this, my Redeemer lives. Remember we said the Ga'al is the redeemed part. Goel is the Redeemer, the kinsman Redeemer. He's the one that's in the family to make things right, usually an older brother or a dad. And he's the one that's going to make things right. If somebody is wrongfully murdered, if somebody is wrongfully, stuff is stolen, or they go into debt and they have to sell business, or they die and their wife is left with no kids for their name, the Goel has to stand in and make things right. Job is saying, I know my Redeemer lives. Can you imagine if you were in a bad situation, but your Redeemer wasn't around? You had no one to redeem you, no one to make things right, to buy you back, to purchase freedom. Job says, I know it looks bad now, but I know that my Redeemer lives, and he will come to my rescue. I will see it with my own flesh and blood. It's a statement in God. And it's a statement in God, but it's also a pointing forward to Jesus Christ. No matter what's going on in your life today, I know that your Redeemer lives. His name is Jesus Christ, and he came to redeem us from our sin and all the death and destruction that we have faced and we will face in this world. And eventually, he's going to come and redeem us out of this place. Don't lose hope today. You don't have reason to think, oh my gosh, God's not going to help me. He's not going to come. He's not going to deliver me. He's not going to do anything about this situation. I know, let's say it together with Job, I know that my Redeemer lives. His name is Jesus, and soon he will redeem you. God bless you guys. I hope it turns out well for you as it did for Job. God is always faithful. Peace.